Ba, 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 ba. La 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 la. La 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 la. Okay. All right.
Welcome back, Green Wizard.
All right. Here we are again. It is Jonas Obscuratus streaming, and I wanted to stream this because it is the new Zachlike. It is the new game by Zach Barth and Friends. It just came out yesterday, and I don't know anything about it. Well, you know, I looked at the Steam page, and I'm like, oh, that looks kind of cool. So, I thought I would jump right into it for a first look without knowing anything about it. A blind playthrough. So, all I did was change a couple settings. I didn't really have to change any settings, but, you know, resize the window and stuff. So here we are. Komodai 2, a holographic civilization. Komodai civilization is regarded as a long-established and powerful existence in this area of space. However, the Renunciants have determined that its basis is illusory. Changes to sense perception will reveal the holographic nature of this civilization. Reroute shape to motion, motion to depth, and depth to shape. Suggested meditation. Investigate how shape, motion, and depth can combine within the mind to create illusory forms as large and complex as a complete civilization. There's a lot to unpack here. So, it's a long-established, powerful civilization, except it's actually just a hologram? Shape to motion, motion to depth, and depth to shape. Every mission has inputs which are provided for you and outputs which you must create. Sure, the diagram on the right shows the contents of inputs and outputs over time as your design runs. Pay attention to whether pipes are full or empty and the color of their contents. Suggested meditation. What is the nature of the relationship between inputs and outputs? Pipes. Drag the ends of right-facing pipes to create connections with left-facing pipes. Pipes can be any length, but are limited in how much they can bend up or down in the pipeline grid. Use the pipe tool to create additional pipes. Suggested meditation. When pipes connect, what exactly is being joined? Wires? Alright. Connect. Shape to motion, motion to depth, and depth to shape. And... Alright. Okay. Alright. Now. Okay, hang on a minute. They are limited to how much they can bend up and down. Which means, I suppose, that we have to do it this way. We have to plug it in. 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 Huh. This is not very clear. Oh, that's interesting. That plugged in the wrong way. All right. This has to go over here. So this has to go over here. But I didn't want that to go there. I wanted it to go here. Why don't they just let me... Huh, that was annoying. Width, height, and flux. I am not sure what these metrics are actually measuring. But I got the best, I guess. B7 Mimohe, abandoned transfer station. We are at Mimohe transfer station. It appears to be empty, but the Renunciants are able to perceive the faint traces of mind forms that used to be present here, and which over time have dissipated. Recreate these mind forms in order to repopulate the facility. Use the prana supply to amplify the prana trace into form. Suggested meditation, consider how form can be created by prana and what that implies about form. Sensors. Use sensors to detect when something is flowing through a pipe. When a sensor is active, its signal will turn on. When a sensor is active, its signal will turn on everything above and below it in the pipeline. Suggested meditation, to what degree does the sensor exist separately from the signal it detects? Sensor can exist separately from any sort of signal. You might say it doesn't have a purpose unless there's a signal, but that implies a very human sense of what a purpose is. A sensor doesn't have to have any purpose, it simply exists. What am I even talking about? The way the writing is in this game, it's kind of got me thinking in an interesting way. Valves. Uses valves to control whether or not a pipe allows contents to flow through it. Place a valve and a sensor in the same column to connect them together. Is a valve more or less important than the flow it controls? Okay. This seems kind of Buddhist in a way. All right. Wait. Sense. Okay. All right. Wait. I still don't quite know the rules here. Wait, no. Alright. No, I think I get it. Hang on. Right. Alright, I'm making progress. Okay. Wait, is this gonna solve it? Alright, I wonder if... Now my height is 3, which is interesting. Because I would have said the height is 5. Interesting. What happened to the holographic civilization? I mean... What happened there? All we did was we left it. From Simigan, the binary satellite system. The Renuntians have encountered an alien species with no visual aspect, as well as a counterpart species that has nothing but a visual aspect. Translate both non-visual and only visual information into a third substrate medium so these two species can communicate. Use the universal translator to change light and sound into thought. Nothing but a visual aspect? Are light and sound truly equivalent to thought? Is there something lost when translating between these sense objects? Use multiplexers to connect one of two inputs to a common output based on input from a signal. Oh, I see. Suggested meditation. When flows are combined, is something lost? What is it? Use the control matrix to connect tools that are not in the same column. Placing a relay in a column will cause that column to activate the intersecting row. Placing a driver in a row will cause that row to activate the intersecting column. The total number of relays and drivers in your design determines its flux score. Suggested meditation. Do flows remain the same, or have they been transformed after they have been redirected? Excuse me. All right. Basically, we're multiplexing. We're adding light and sound to make thought. Multiplexer. Wait, how does this work again? Multiplexers to connect one of two inputs to a common output based on input from a signal. I wonder... So this will just bring in light, right? This is just light. That's just light. Okay. So, I feel like I'm not understanding this yet. Oh, wait. Use the universal translator to change light and sound into thought. Okay. Okay. Oh, duh. All right. Okay. This goes at the end. It becomes turned into thought at the end. And then this goes here, and this goes here. But what we need is a sensor oh, maybe this will work. Oh, I did it. My width is 9. All right. So, okay. My width is now 5. My width is now 4. Ah, now I got the best score. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. All right. Nagarahara, the nebula of re-observation. The Renuntians are delayed in their journey through the nebula of re-observation, Nagarahara. Here, it is not possible to observe because re-observation takes place before observation can occur. To open the path forward, mirror the observer until observation is allowed. Use the prana, apana, and vyana supplies to imitate sense and route it to mirror. Suggested meditation. By mirroring prana, apana, and vyana, observation takes place before re-observation. Elucidate in detail what is happening during this process. I have no idea what's happening during this process. Use color sensors to detect when a specific color is flowing through a pipe. When we detect color using a color sensor, at what exact moment does the color become perceived? Okay. Let me see here. We have a green sensor and we have a red sensor, which is prana and apana. We don't... Green and red make yellow. That's a very RGB kind of thing. So I'm guessing... Let me just take a look at this. That's interesting. Yellow does not trigger it. Green does. So I was wrong. Okay. Then what do we have to do? All right, so what we do, we have yellow. We have yellow. Oh, now that is convenient. Okay, we have yellow. But we have red when we sense red. Okay, so you see I've copied over the red successfully. That's good. So I just have to do the same thing for green. But I need another multiplexer. So, relay goes down here. Driver goes here. Oh, now look at that. Width, height, and flux. Somebody got 0 flux? How do you get... Oh, duh. Alright. So, this... green sensor, green sensor, green sensor. Red sensor, red sensor, red sensor. Oh, see? There we go. I almost got... I wonder if I can do this. I wonder if I can do this. Wait. No, I can't. Because... No. Oh, yeah. I can do this. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I screwed it up. Okay. How did I screw it up? These are wrong. Right, the yellow has to go in like that. Okay, well, look at that. Got the highest score. JS Taka, infected transfer station. Huh, it's not looking too good. Ding ding. Right. A harmful infectious agent is present in species populating the transfer station at J9 Taka. Before the renunciants can enter the station, special targeted medicines must be distributed to each appropriate species type depending on their chirality. When the dextro signal is on, route dextro to dose. When the levo signal is on, route levo to dose. When the mix signal is on, use the mixer to combine dextro and levo and route the mixture to dose. Okay. The dextro species requires dextro medicine. Levo species requires levo medicine. Reflect how medicine must be appropriate not only to disease, but also the patient. Yeah. Use demultiplexers to connect a common input to one of two outputs based on input from a signal. Suggested meditation. Who is writing this? Who is reading it? Who's writing this? Some missions include named signals, which function as inputs or outputs for your design. In this mission, these signals are inputs that specify what your output should be. When signals are named, what changes about them? Right. Mixer. That's interesting. This is all... you know, a multiplexer and a demultiplexer. These are electronic engineering components and indeed electronic engineering concepts. But they're given a kind of weird spirituality here, which is interesting. So, dextro, levo. Wait a minute. Oh, I see. So this... Oh, okay. So this is... these inputs give you a constant source of green and red. And it's these signals at the bottom. Those things are used as signals. Oh, so we have both flows and signals. Okay, now I'm starting to get it. So, when we have a dextro signal, then we put green. Right. That's good. when we have a levo signal, we have red and we mix it. Right. Why is that not working? When the mix signal is on, use the mixer to combine dextro and levo and route the mixer to DOS. Oh, that's not what the mixer does. I have to use a multiplexer. And okay. All right, so I have the green and the red. That's good. Now we have to do the mixer. So once again, the real issue is the very simple capabilities of the components that you have to work around. Demux. Mixed. Okay. Okay. We have to route. We have to demux. Flip it. Like that. And this has to go up. Okay. Do I have to do it that way? Actually, maybe not. Hang on. What if I did this? What if I did... I'm running out of space. Can't move this one any further. Can't move this one any further. We can't move that one to the left. Well, maybe we can. Hang on. Left. 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 That one goes like that. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay. All right. Does this work? I got the green and the red. The yellow is still not working. So, mixed. Up here, up here. Oh, this is not connected. It's still not connected. Why is it not connected? Let's step through. Okay, so that's levo. That's dextro. That's levo. Mixed. So this switches this over this way. The green comes through here. Why is this not hitting? Oh, those are valves. Right. So, the demultiplexer has to be in front of the valve. Alright, then this goes up. Alright, wait a minute. This, maybe we can move this. And then move this. Then move this. Then move this. And then the pipe goes up like that. Yes. Why is that not working? Pipe goes up like that. What the hell? Ah. All right. Okay. So. All right. So that goes down like that, and it should work. Why is this not connected? Why can't you just... Why can't you just... Alright, so this goes down like this, and this goes up like this. Why can't you just... Freaking finally! Why was that so difficult? Alright, so the green goes down here. Alright, so levo. Good. And then dextro. This. Dextro does not. That's not when that gets multiplexed. That's that one. It's annoying that the drivers don't get moved. Okay, finally. Atali 4, alien mining colony. Small parasitic organisms originating from the mines of Atali 4 were drawn to the UVS Nirmana's Vega drive engines and have eaten away at the substrate, slowing the ship's journey. Direct pulses at the correct frequency to shake off these organisms. Use the prana and apana supplies to create both near and far field pulse waves. Suggested meditation. Reflect how the progress of the renunciants may be affected by external factors, and how the judicious use of prana can be employed to correct course. So, just to take a moment, prana, the Sanskrit word for breath, life force, or vital principle. Spirit energy. The 5 Vayus, prana, apana, udana, samana, dhyana. Excuse me. Huh. Huh. Let's see. Okay, so these are just vital energies. Let's see. Use toggles to connect a common input to one of 2 outputs by automatically alternating each cycle. If a toggle that alternates each cycle is expanded to infinity, is it ultimately stateless? That gets into a mathematical topic called a supertask. But I'm not going to talk about that right now. Because I actually don't know much about it. I think all you have to do in this level is use the toggles. If I am wrong, we will quickly see. I don't know, it looks correct to me. Oh. Alright, so this one is inverted. This is getting a bit like Constructor. That you can play Constructor for free. That's part of Zachlike, which is available for free on Steam. How do I do this? How do I do this? Okay. We split. We demax. No. The funny thing is, there isn't really a way to split. You can't just have one flow going to 2 separate places. As far as I can tell. Because what I'm saying is you can't duplicate a flow. So, oh, duh, I'm doing this completely wrong. All you have to do is this. I was making it way more complicated. There we go. How are you supposed to have width? Wait a minute. Oh. That is a strange metric. I'm very much used to constructor where the lengths of the wires are what is checked. Right, 7 to 6. Insert your own joke here. I bet there's a way we can... I shaved off some height. I bet I see how I could get to height 5. Maybe I'll just try that. Watch this. Okay. No, it has to go like this. And then this has to come down. Oh, I still got height 5. All right. Interesting. Wait, why is that? You know what? I don't care. Siganon Prime. Graveyard of the Siganon Empire. A multi-planet civilization in this area perished long ago. However, small amounts of its residual prana remain. The Renunciants have determined that these traces should be cleaned so they do not have unpredictable effects on the current inhabitants. Use prana cleaners to clean the prana trace as it passes through the Vega drive. Suggested meditation. Consider the impermanence of the ancient multiplanetary civilization and how the trace of its existence affects the present time. So this is interesting. We're kind of like ghost busting. I don't get it. Red becomes yellow. Yellow. Yellow becomes green. Green is not passed along. Red becomes yellow. Yellow becomes green. Red becomes yellow. Green is not passed along. We need 2 cleaners. All right. This is a very roundabout way of doing it. Let's see. What is this again? Okay. If we sense green, we demux. If we sense green, we demux. And what the These connections are so stupid. We sense green. We demux. Good. And then this goes up here. Can I loop it back into itself? No, that would make it too easy. Alright. Ah, look at that. Let's put this here. Okay. Making progress. So, we have to demux. We have to, no. We demux and then we mux. So, when does the, oh, this has to be moved. When does the demuxing happen? Here. Aha, see, now we have turned yellow to green and green to green. So all we have to do is deal with red. Red has become yellow. Okay. Wait, I think I see how to do it. This is so annoying. All right. So, what we need to do is we need to flip this. And move this one down here. 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 So all we have to do is move this one down here, and then we can do the multiplexing. And we know it can go down here because it can go down 3, right? What? Why is this so arbitrary? Okay. Okay. That goes like that. That goes like that. All right. And we know that whenever one of these goes, then we have to have it multiplexing. Ah, there, see? Height 5. Is there any way to... I feel like maybe if you could move this down a bit. But it seems unlikely. Okay. D7 Balara, phase shifted transfer station. This important interdimensional message center and transfer station is phase shifted from the UVS Nirmana. Docking cannot occur until the ship's matter component is aligned correctly. The Renunciants request a realignment of the ship. When the phase signal is off, route the ship's prana, apana, and vyana supplies to the transfer station. When the phase signal is on, route prana to apana, apana to vyana, and vyana to prana. Suggested meditation: the compatibility of matter depends on the alignment of respective energies. Reflect on the various ways that the desynchronization of phase has affected your life. Desynchronization of phase. It's more likely than you'd think. Okay, I wonder... Okay, so this game has very little lore, one might say. There's very little explanation for what's actually going on. And I have to wonder, like, you know, we cleaned out the traces of the ghosts. Was that really the right thing to do? And we're randomly handing out medicine to people? Do we know that's the right thing to do? Alright. Let's see. Phase. So the phase is a signal, and it gets bounced upward. So, alright, let's try to do prana. If there's a phase signal, oh, this is not going to work, is it? That's okay. Okay. So, if there is a phase... Alright, if there is no phase signal, prana goes in like that. If there is a phase signal, then prana goes here. Prana goes here. You just need to move it here. Nobody can wire anything without me specifically putting down where to wire it. I guess this might be the way to do it. So, apana. Oh, no, wait. It has to go down here. Yes. So, apana goes here. And then it goes down here. It goes down here. It goes down. It goes down here. I miss Shenzhen IO, where you could actually... It goes down... Shenzhen IO, where you could actually plan out your wires. Alright, okay. I kind of had no thoughts, head empty for a moment there. Is it going to work? Oh, it's going to work. Nice. How could you do that with less flux? With 2 flux? I don't see how you would do that with 2 flux. Because you need... Everyone needs a multiplexer, and everyone needs a multiplexer, and everyone needs a demultiplexer. Unless you somehow... Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Okay. Ah. That's the thing. The drivers will activate everything in the column. So all you have to do is line up everything in a column. And you only need one driver for each side. Ah. I don't know how the hell they got 3 width, though. That is crazy. I wonder if I can... Alright. That's kind of cool. But I don't see how else one can do it. Anyways. Object Jaguda, space-time anomaly. The Renunciants have perceived a dangerous rupture in the fabric of space-time in this area and have determined that it should be sutured in order to better protect future travelers using this route. To do this, a conceptual thread will be stitched along its length. Use the prana and apana supplies to stitch the conceptual thread. Suggested meditation. Expound on the ways in which space-time can rupture and what effects these may have on reality as perceived by an observer. Then visualize how the sutured thread repairs it. You need a giant fan cord. Okay. Toggle. Multiplexer. Okay. We got a sensor, right? Okay. The toggle, the signal doesn't affect the toggle, does it? I guess we'll find out. It's weird. It's supposed to multiplex. Why is it not multiplexing? So this one should be multiplexing because... Oh, wait a minute. Okay, alright. It's backwards. One of them has to be set backwards. Huh. Halfway done. Let's see. So. Green. Red. Green. Oh, wait. Oh. It needs to be on the other one. Right. Okay. So... Does this one have to be flipped too? That would be tricky. It would have to go like that. Have to go like that. Oh, come on. All right, now it should work. All right. So, green. Whew, all right, so green, and then red. Red goes up there. All right. So actually, this is not supposed to be backwards at all. It's supposed to go up there. So that goes there. This goes here. 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 This goes down like... What the hell? Just move the wires over. All right. So the top one is green. I'm going to start over. So the top one is green. And it has to go in here. Yes, that's fine. But if that's the one we're sensing, this has to be like this. It has to go like that. So the top one is green. Green is sensed. Good. The bottom one is only green when it's switched. Wait, what? No, this... Okay. Okay, good. Bottom one is red. Yes. which means that this one has to go all the way up there. All right. So, that goes like that. That goes like that. All right. So this should be green. That's good. And this red should actually go... It is switched, so this red should actually be in here. Okay. Which means this has to go up. Has to go up. Has to go up. Why is that not working? So, all of the timing and the electrical signals, that stuff is easy. Apparently what this game is really about is moving wires so that they fit where they're supposed to go. That was one of the least fun parts about Shenzhen IO. Okay, but this should work. Okay. Udiana 3, home of the Eternal Society. The Eternal Society abides in an ever-repeating cycle of time. Though the shield that protects it decays over outside time, passing ships rebuild it so it can remain undisturbed. The Renunciants request we participate in the ritual by contributing our own repair of the shield. Use buffers to store solar power. When the inner signal is on, energize the inner shield. When the outer signal is on, energize the outer shield. Consider how it's possible that a cycle of time designed to be infinite in length can be instantiated inside of a universe with demonstrably finite time. What is the point if they're trapped in a time loop? It's kind of nightmarish. Use buffers to store pipe contents to be released at a later time. When a buffer is connected on the left but on the right, it will begin to fill up. When a buffer is connected on the right but on the left, it will begin to drain. When a buffer is connected on both sides, it acts like a pipe and its contents will remain constant. Suggested meditation. How can potential be stored? Interesting. So, the question is, how many buffers do we need? Can we use one buffer for inner and one buffer for outer? Well, that would make things easier. Let's go ahead and try that. One buffer for inner and one buffer for outer. So, when inner is on, we mux like this. When outer is on, we mux like this. It's possible this will just solve the level, but I'm not sure. Hey, all right. That was exactly what was needed. All right. I'm not going to try to optimize height. You would have to put the buffers in line with each other. That's just not worth it. But I can optimize width just a bit. There we go, see? Okay. I know what I'm doing. Eternal Solitaire. During your time on Udiana 3, members of the Eternal Society teach you a game some of them play to pass the time. It is simple, but mildly entertaining. The game can be accessed by clicking on the icon in the lower right corner of the screen. How can you actually interact with somebody if they're caught in a time loop? That doesn't make any sense. NS Huo, Compromise Generation Ship. Can I try Solitaire? Instructions. Your goal is to remove all of the seeds from the board while maximizing your score. Select a pit, take the seeds and sow them in a clockwise fashion, placing one in each pit as you go around the board. So this is a Mancala-like. Observe the result. Okay, result observed. When you place your last seed in a pit that now has exactly 2 or 3 seeds, remove them from the board. Score points equal to the number of seeds removed. 2 points for 2 seeds or 3 points for 3 seeds. Continue removing seeds from pits with exactly 2 or 3 seeds in a counterclockwise fashion. Score points equal to the number of seeds squared. 4 points for 2 seeds or 9 points for 3 seeds. Okay. If you can do multiple pits at once, that's good. Observe the result. Result observed. If you take a turn without scoring any points, you will enter a state of peril. In peril, score points on your next turn to stay safe. If you don't, you will lose the game. Continue sowing seeds until you remove all the seeds from the board. Oh, boy. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is difficult, isn't it? 5, 1, 2. Okay. Bing, bing, bing. Cool. This is incredibly difficult. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are now in peril. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are they always the same? No. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Never mind. Probably write a program to do that. A generation ship is experiencing deteriorating conditions due to the spread of extreme worldviews among its residents. These two views are the extreme of nihilism and the extreme of eternalism. Their nunciants should negate these views and restore neutral reality. Use the negation engine to negate incorrect beliefs about what is real and finite. What misperceptions of reality might lead one to incorrect conclusions that the universe is not real or that it is not finite? Huh. Huh. Eternalism and nihilism. Nihilism would be that the universe is not real, and eternalism would be that it is infinite. And we're supposed to stop that. Stop it. Get some help. I guess. But that really, what the heck does this negator do? I don't even know what it does. There's no description. Oh, it turns green to red and red to green. It turns green to red and red to green. It turns green to red and red to green. So, if I sense... Okay, I get it. I get it. If I sense red... Yeah, this is very much like Constructor. It just makes me want to play Constructor again. So... Oh, come on. This is like pipes not going where you want them to go simulator. Oh, look. I did it for one half the puzzle. That wasn't too difficult. So, red sensor, demuxer, relay, driver. Okay. Negator. Negator. I'm still figuring out what I did. How's it going, Riley? Yeah, this is the new Zachlike that just came out yesterday, and it's kind of like one of those where you have very simple operations. I wonder if I should play Constructor on stream. There is a game called Hard Chip, which is made not by coincidence but by somebody else, which seems to me to be like their version of Constructor. But well, you see, what I did here was what's very simple. If it's green, we don't sense red, so everything goes through the main areas. If it becomes red, then this red sensor activates these two things, and so that sends the red signal into the negator, which sends the green back out. Wait a minute. Yeah. But, okay. But the problem is that there's another one, and there's only one negator. And, interestingly, it looks like the reds never overlap. So, we have to, what do we have to do? So, flip this. Still not used to that kind of thing there. Okay. These get moved over. Yeah. So. We need some sort of a multiplexer here. It's actually the click and drag a rectangle is very quick. So we need some sort of multiplexer. If it's red, it goes like that. And then this goes down. All right. I'm kind of just going through and thinking doing what I think will work. Almost no thoughts, head empty. But okay, so if it's green, we go through, and this should not be activated. If this is wait. This is probably not going to work, but actually, if I move this... Okay. Now I have to hook up these things down here. If it's green, we go through, not activated. If it is red, go through, and it is activated. And this is also activated to send it here. If this is green, this goes through... Wait. This should be flipped. Should it be flipped? Maybe. No. It doesn't matter. No, this can stay how it is. If this is green, it goes through. Maybe it does have to be flipped. Okay, so this is green, it goes through, and it goes through. No. What? So it's an electric circuit puzzle. It is sort of. It's very much like electronic engineering. Because they are circuits and flows. So it's like you have these flows of energy that come in. And there are two separate things. There's the flows of energy, and then down here you have actual signals that turn things on and off. So the components can change the flows. And they can also sense, and they can also switch based on signals. So it is very much in the vein of electrical engineering. So, green, red, yes, very electrical engineering. Red, and then red, and then red. So, okay. So you see, I've got it half solved already. So for this one, green in here, no. Green should go down. Wait, green should go down here? Now I'm confusing myself. Red. Alright. I think this should be flipped. No, I didn't actually flip it. No, I did flip it. Alright. Oh, okay. It looks like, see, we're almost there because the reds are turning to green. Now I just need the main green. The main green goes in, and this has to be flipped. Oh, I'm getting even closer. So, all right. The main green is good. So the red, when it's red, we sense red. We send it this way. Red goes in here, and it doesn't get flipped. So this goes in, and it becomes green. That's good. That's good. Not flipped. Goes out this way. So all I need is a signal here. Oh, wow. Look at that. If I could move them closer together. Wait, actually I can, maybe. All right. And okay. All right. I got the highest score possible, as far as we know. Kita Orient, non-repeating crystal field. This area is known to harbor rare, non-repeating crystals. These objects are highly valued for contemplation. Recover non-repeating crystals for the renunciants by perceiving signals from the four directions and pinging them when they are perceived. When the north, east, south, or west signal turns on, use the prana supply to ping the corresponding site for a signal cycle. Suggested meditation to observe in detail the form of a non-repeating crystal. Okay, delay sensors used... Oh, no. See, this is where electrical engineering gets really complicated. Use delay sensors to detect the passage of time. A delay sensor is just like a normal sensor, except that it takes one cycle for it to turn on. Like normal sensors, delay sensors turn off immediately. Okay. Suggested meditation, what's the difference between the passage of time, the detection of the passage of time? I don't know. How would that help? Oh, I see. I get the picture. All right. So, all right. So, this is interesting. We're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do this, and flip. And yes. So, first part of the puzzle is doing this. And making sure this is wired up correctly. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. Hang on a minute. So, this will turn on whenever we have a signal. This will turn on, and so it will send it here. So, northeast, south and west. South and west will turn on and send it through here. Otherwise, it goes up here. South and west. If we wanted to go south, if we wanted to go west, we go here. West goes here. If we wanted to go north, we go here. Okay. Right. So that was the first part of the puzzle. I have translated these signals into the flows. But what they want us to do is they want us to shorten them. They want us to shorten them. So this would be very easy in Constructor because you would just use a PNP gate. Yeah. So that's the kind of thing we want here. We want something that turns itself off. I mean, I don't think... Well, the pings are more... Yeah. If we do this, then it's just going to go like... Whoa, I didn't even connect it. Okay. So, that connects in there. Oh, that's interesting. What did I do? What did I even do here? Oh. That's how they work. That's how they work. Okay. So, we get a D... Okay. That's what you do. You get a demux. So, this may be... Oh, no, wait. Alright, this might actually... This whole design might be flawed, but that's okay, because we're learning. Error detected. I see. That's a race condition. That's interesting. So that's not actually what I wanted to do. Oh, okay. This has to be first. There. Now you see it shortened the pulse. It was a cutoff. This is edge detection. That's what they call it. We're detecting when it goes from low to high. Cool. But we can't do that for all four because we can't do it for all four because it doesn't. We don't have 4 extra signal paths, but I think I see how to do it. We don't need 4 signal paths when we can just do the signal path at the front. So, okay. No, this has to be moved. Cool. This has to go like this, and then this has to go like this. And we need more of them. Okay. So I believe... Okay. This turns on... Okay. Now I might be stumped. This turns on, and then it turns off. That? Okay, and then it turns on. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay. All right. All right. So one other thing about this puzzle, they never overlap. North, east, south, and west, they never overlap. So we don't need a signal for each one of them. You don't need this. We just need, whenever any one of them goes, we turn off all of them, and it doesn't really matter. Oh wow, look at that. It actually worked. How do you do this with less flux than that? Wait. Oh. No, I think I see how to do it. Yeah. Okay, so I solved it, but yeah, I think I see how to do it. So all you need, for example, that one goes west. This one goes south. You know what? Let's not do that. This goes like this. This goes here. So this one is east. East. And then this one here is north. Wow. All right, somebody did it with only one. All right. Shoom. Waxish Prime, hostile alien homeworld. Hostile alien beings present in this area and must be incapacitated before the Renuntians can proceed. This process is complicated by the presence of an anti-mimetic shield. This shielding can be neutralized if it is made to observe its own antimemes. When the fire signal is on, route buffered antimemes back towards the hostile alien beings. Suggested meditation. When antimemes are made to observe themselves, what exactly is observed? Who or what is doing the observing? Your memes end here. Oh boy. Wait a minute. Hold on just a minute. Okay, wait. Hang on. La 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 la. Okay. Let's see. So, memes. This is probably the first game where you have memes as a memes. All right. So, When the fire signal comes on, we send the memes. We send buffered memes? Do they have to be buffered? Wait, they do have to be buffered. Because... Oh, yes, I get it. Oh, this is rough. This one is rough. So... The problem is that you can't just duplicate a signal. You have to let it build up and buffer it. So we're going to have to let it build up by toggling. And we're going to toggle the toggle. I have no idea if this will work, but this is what my intuition is telling me. Okay. Okay. This will let the memes build up. What am I even saying? Oh wait, these we can move over just a bit. Good. And it's only when we get the fire signal that we drain. So, oh wait, this might actually be the answer. Come on. Wait, you have to go like that. 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 All right. Pew, 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 pew. Nice. That was actually easier than I expected. Okay, cool. The Thoranova, home of the Great Council. It appears that a schism has formed within the Great Council, with each side calling itself canon and the other heresy. This is a destructive development, so the Renunciants request that you fold reality to ensure that both factions are simultaneously correct. Use the negation engine to ensure that canon and heresy are each correct. It's funny, I see heresy. A lot of people probably think of Warhammer, but I always think of Eternal Darkness on the GameCube. Heresy! Yeah. Suggested meditation. Examine the non-dual nature of what is considered canon, what is considered heresy, and how, by definition, neither can exist without depending on the existence of the other. That is interesting, actually. I mean, heresy is something that contradicts canon, and canon is what is not heresy. I think that's what they're getting at. Oh boy. All right. All right. Oh. You know, okay. I think I've been streaming for a couple hours. I think I'm going to stop here. This has been interesting. Very interesting. I don't quite like it as much as some of the other Zachlikes. It does, I mean, it seems to me that the concepts are not too difficult, but it's arranging the wires that is annoying. You know, I can figure out how to get the thing and do the thing, and this signal influences this signal. That makes sense to me, but it's the I don't know, it's the wires. But anyway, I haven't been streaming much recently. Okay.